Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is cold in this car, but I skipped a couple days. See, that's why this couldn't have been called Vlogmas, because I am not consistent with putting out the videos. But I did have a couple things I wanted to talk about this morning. One being, I don't even like saying the word or words. New Year's resolution. New Year. There's only one, resolutions, because I kind of think it's just like it became as we say trendy to come up with something. But are you consistent? I know I'm not as consistent with just like I am with these videos, with keeping up on whatever I decided to make my focus point for the year. I kind of like fizzle out, and as most people do. You get distracted by stuff that's going on, and you forget to tend to whatever your goals were, or your resolutions were. So because it's such a thing that people do, I tend to not be so hard on myself, but I think I should be a little bit hard on myself, because I usually set resolutions that I want to actually achieve. So the fact that I didn't achieve them should be a point to be upset or a little disappointed, And I think subconsciously we do become disappointed with ourselves, to the point where the question is, at what part of your life do you get to, what age in your life do you get to where you just like, nah, I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna lose weight in the new year, because I know that's not gonna happen. Like, where you just completely over the idea of certain things, because you just know you're not gonna follow through. Like, when does that happen? Is that at a certain age, or is that at a certain awareness? Because I know some people out here still in their 60s, still every year, like January 1st, starting gym memberships and buying the fruits and vegetables, and talk about they fasting and detoxing and stuff. But then come April, you see a cheese stick in their hand, or that's a Philly thing. But you see them going back on the things that they said, So for me and my house, my body, I know it's hard sometimes to be consistent. You mean well, you wake up with all the best intentions, but sometimes you get a little distracted. Now, I think my resolution, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see if it became true. I think my resolution is going to be being more consistent. If I'm gonna be a fuck up, I'm gonna start being a fuck up on January 1st. I don't want to be a fuck up on April and then surprise myself like, hey, you a fuck up. I want to be my resolution is just going to be consistent. I'm going to pray for consistency, and I think I'll be a little bit more, not productive, but I'll be a little bit more successful is the word I'm looking for. I will be a little bit more successful if I just start out the year asking for exactly what it is that I want, which is to be a lot more consistent with myself. Because as far as the weight loss thing is concerned and being healthy, I think I've, given myself too many allowances. I have a 15-pound allowance. I'll allow myself to go up 15 pounds because I know it's easy for me to lose 15 pounds. And I'll usually fluctuate in between that 15 pounds. Maybe that's a healthy thing to do. I don't know. This is just something I've done for myself. But this year, I've got a little greedy. 15 pounds turned into about 20 pounds, and it's, as you get older, it's just harder and harder to get out of that. The rise, you okay, I'm all right, I'm gaining a couple pounds, but that's cool. We ain't even gonna tell the pastor about it. He fucking up the church's money down there. Well, we just gonna let it slide, but this year in particular, I found myself just sliding up. But when you make that U-turn now, you want to go back down, and I have have yet to make the turn. The last 3 days, I know it to be something that needs to start to turn around, because I tried to put on my pants and I'm like, man, oh man, I know that's how I've reached my 15-pound max or more, because pants is a little tight, and you start feeling a little disgusted. Like you look in the mirror and it's like, ah, man, you just feel extra round, and I've learned to love the extra round, but I've also liked the way I feel when I'm 15 to 20 pounds lighter. I like that person too, much better. He gets around a lot easier. He don't make old people sounds when he gets up, because I'm too young for that, but hey, if it hurt, you make sounds. But yeah, so my resolution is going to be a little bit more consistent. Either a consistent fuck up or a consistent effort into doing what's right. I'm not going to be out here thinking I'm gonna do this and this and this, all these new resolutions, but then they don't last until not even halfway through the year. I'm going to just start out the year saying whatever it is that I'm going to do, because we know what it is we're going to do. I'm going to just try to be a little bit more consistent when I'm going to remind myself that I need to be on this and on top of this every day, so I'm just going to leave it out there. I'm not even going to state my resolutions, because it's not for nobody, it's for yourself. What you want to work on is for you, but what you need to say out loud, or might be encouraging to other people, is that we all need to work on being more consistent and honest with ourselves, those types of things. Because only we know that we ate that extra cookie or that extra slice of pie. Nobody else knows that. So it's, we just need to work on those things. So I'm gonna do my best. I implore you to do your best, and we'll see each other at the top. But in the meantime, I do feel a lot better, because this is a conversation I had a couple days ago. So once you move the stuff that's been blocking your mirror in your room, because that's another way you because we talk about weight loss here, because that's my struggle. You have quit on the idea of being in shape or getting yourself right, is when you start to pile shit up in front of the mirror. First, it started with just a little lump, right? So you can still see from like your stomach up. You can still see yourself. Then, big old lump. You just put more stuff in front of the mirror. You done moved the dresser halfway in front of the mirror. So now you only see it from your neck up. That's all you see. You just a quick glance every now and again just to check on things. Next thing you know, you done put the whole goddamn refrigerator in front of the mirror. I'm just running past the mirror at this point, and at this point I'm just seeing like mid-face, I'm just looking in the mirror like, okay, making sure things are cool, but I'm not in the mirror. Like, if you're not conceited looking in the mirror, like checking things out, lifting things up, that means you just don't even want to know, and that's a bad place to be. And that's usually my gauge on how deep I've gone. So I need to just, like I said, it's a U-turn. I've allowed myself to go too far in the wrong direction. Now it's time to bring it back around. In the past, I used to just keep going in the wrong direction, thinking at some point it'll just turn into the right direction. It don't work that way. You gotta kind of have to make a conscious effort to say, I'm gonna take this car and I'm gonna turn it. So that's where I'm at now. I'm in the turning process, because pants ain't fitting correctly, and my motivation is low. So peace and blessings. Wish me well. I wish you well. Comment in the box below, what are some things that you are honestly going to work on next year? Not I'm gonna go and start a gym membership for 3 months. No, what's some honest things you're gonna try to do for you, that possibly could help me too. In the meantime, peace and blessings. Drive safely, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.